Yo, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bandungulu, albe kontrong, mo be dawdran ni semo be kontrong kalbe sebelah na program mo kami sambale na political discussion. So, ngal promiso dia la nyame rek bi Gambia la temo teleng woro da tambi tamiliti tanning kili ngal promiso ko mo ko benala sab 6 la. But yalong mando ikana tinya mam kana ko nyam. So na discussion odo bi nga meso ja wala mun na honorable oti Yahya Mete Sanyang lati kunda sabila nam ani kotoke Lamin Sadam Sanyang ntolle binala jampu nga ku jamal discourse jam sainte ko do be men kala rek be honorable bulala from introduce ko do even ko mosine e from introduce honorable ening na bi wasol se yo konton at this moment.
Yo, assalamu alaikum Mr. Danso, Mr. Sadam Sanyang from Kotoma, I'll be contact at the member host for this program. Not viewers from the contact for UDP viewers lembang, for other party viewers lembang, for concerned themselves lembang, medical malam program ola. Ngol from the contact, ko Mr. Danso Afinamin, Tamu Honorable Yahya Sanya, Dalbu Lati Kunda Savage constituency, National Assembly members.
Thank you, Mr. Sanyang. Guru, kaya ni mo sa inyo kono?
Yo, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Alakan to ko la rena anabi jayo be mo be kontona mo mo rande yalon ko ebe yin programo la mo ikan bar konton do folonga de na luntambala men kira honorable Yahya Sanyanti nga kontong ani itermen mun na osi ngefana kontong anne ni wobata je meltamu programme tiyo wala multimillion ko ka la moyro wala tam programme oto programme tiyo molo ngal be konton alto kendola ana konton seno ko tolmel be diam kan jama ki konton la haklo warta yani alto la wala la fon haklo warta ko because nale la mo local la nyinen karo na la sa performance to fala kara woto bakal o kamala mbal be tendula mbal geyla actually
Yeah, baraka bage. Ankoto, thank you, Honorable Sanyang. Honorable Sanyang, first mba datla men na wolo mombe to fana tentula mbe yaila. Bila limited time wonu kono ye wato sotono, ye wato create no mole pour ka kan mola invitation ni ka accept pour kana platform to ka ja kula. Mini alon ko walel mun na national discussion multi. Na lon ko la time ka dede nyokono bakal. But saying is a lunka chakono directly. Honorable Sanyang, few weeks ago, ngaje kumunko the parliament aliye bill proposal o yinke kaje kumunko the appropriation bill o yik kaje kumunko albe funding sol men kala on certain projects many along government ye propose le wo bill o yinko no ngaje kumunko salary increment o yimbi yela debating was very tense at the National Assembly, but nada je kumunko bill o yim passed na focus point ni bega dame do wala mo salary increment o nyati mo jamaay nyembira ko mo ko UDP namsol including yourself mini alon ke man debate follow ye ni ready program wala damala follow wali amira no UDP namsol atol you were against salary increment o nyati so saying left amenna left ya abundi nyoto ba alla debate ding munemu atola low kan dati especially salary increment o nyati part.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Danso, and thank you very much, Mr. Sadam Sanya. Allah barakabake, I'm content about. Your salary increment, Ntola stance was not to say no, to salary increment. Ndol lafta mena drong Adam Barona la masakunda do kulalu promise no mena ko general overhaul of the salary structure. Mayor Jeko, even cleaners can go with $7,000 as salary as their take home. Yo, building Imo Keno, Yamol promise me Imo Keno, they came with an increment that was so meaningless to the livelihood of Gambians, because Nico Emo salary lafa that's Kemefula Talu, that's Kemena, that's Kemelu, or Oma Nafa Fena. So for that being the case, Ndola's stance was not to say no, but Na's stance was to make sure that the campaign promise, I mean for Gambian or work, very Adamama Gambian or campaign promise, Omukuma can sound. I offer Gambian or Liam to Lo Moy, Murmurta Gambed Labeto, Beda Pareta, a winter, Aqua winter presidential election, Inata Yinikako. Some of the promise I meant for Gambian or Apollo for journalism la mo campaign promise o mukuma kensa to drunk o buka keno so wala nan tol lafta nga make sure ko ye Gambian promise mena ay ke ni ko ye mo la sarali lafa abela life enhance la ni ena sarali lafa I should be able to pay my house ni ena sarali lafa I should be able to buy a bag of rice but salary increment it was way less than that o ndonga jel ko man Gambian na fa fel so that was our stance.
Okay. Ngro jadi kan abang follow up from pointing na. So like como gatola agreement oni mangkenyente como for salary increment o kanake. But salary increment oni nyana ka kenyameng adola main focus ni mwala. Como ko wala percentage wise di jumala nyana ka jama soto, jumala nyana ka jel soto, jumala nyana ka jel soto. Because ngajala at the end of the day, ministers wala salary increase ta like adjustment mo fonkera wala salary ka wala siata normal civil servants or like teachers. The nurses, the police officers, let me just say the security officers. Men from Kafuta Minister La Salarica, Wale Siata, security officers so like Georgia. So it like Gerard. Manas abu like more nying allowed like for more be ma understand no common minister be nanka moment so ani nanka moment belala the other civil servants or nyanda salary nyinga.
Yeah, more understand. In fact, in proposal for Menara, Prime Minister salary in Tolman Sowara. We were able to knock it down, I think, like $10,000 from the original, amount, immense amount for ministers. I think National Assembly, if my memory could serve me well, we are able to knock that down by $10,000 or so. But that is not an important issue here. The important issue here is for the entire Gambian civil servant to have a uniform salary increment. That was what we actually wanted. Borko Adam Barrow Africa repeat la correct campaign promise o mukuma kensa already ni what was it and imo keno was the problem I over Gambeno lembetle mo so the position was EMM for okay ni mo keno falang but let it be a reasonable amount but 30% was so less ko dollar salary increment is less than $500 which is less than a way more than a price of bag of rice.
Gambiano la nyende Alberia mo nyola. Mr. Sanya wala sa honorable Sanya wala sa this is very important to like time to time bakala kalso platform mo National Assembly alla discussion o kakani English lala. Dola pamodo sa fanya din dola bakumbol men bekian kenawa kiam manduar world wal mo ko faham. Walu ni ma radio la mo ning tele woro kibaro edam mo foda ge mo ka and wo fanga ka so marilet. So, but this is very important that UDP la deputy lu mambala nyi nakafuko mo la salary way increase. Wala ndo ya kafu. But in nabalanda momenti walo nyinti ko ninga be kafula. Ay ke ni sila la sila me alonko meni alonko ila karfa jo mo kafesi wolle ko do nyi jamay kafu wol tato bajela ko ninka ro fa de fanase mani bodo sanno fanase fengol keno la ni dinu la ko but say ni ko 30% walo nyinti ko kemo kono keme ke tan sabal la fala mobe tato mobe ni ko mobe menu ka jama sodo wolle la ko do ka kafu men ka do man di sodo wol ka men sodo mo kafesi ko yafu je nyame say bajela ko say masakunda ni wuro men be fo mo ya ko mo ko be mo la salary kafu la le yemen foti yale kabri be campagne wala say ni ajibe wol ka ko do men soto dara ske ma ko ndo da mal la fari la salary ni kam me alon ka de mande bodo fosila bare minister dala si wilitam dala lulu wol la fada wol ka dala si wilita di lulu wol la fada wol la salary ka sabe kala ko mo gambia la minister ka ko do men soto ka go kadi asuriya da dala si wilita si wala tijalu wol betu le dola to ni modol ngoto be fana mbulala ye fongo pusnan honorable Sanyanka ila question mu media pusna honorable Sanyanka ngaten.
Yeah, Abarakabake, thank you very much. Kekeno, thank you very much, Honorable. But Ganem Bitana in Karoto, Ela in Karo data Fanante Fananga, here a little bit analysis. Because 30% increasement of salary, until a mira, Hakilinta ya mira lo, ebe campaign, Yakin can put campaign in a different ways. Those have a common call. One, isa je mol sa ve masakunda la fe ma ja mol la jola fa mo jama ba mira la wala bari ñu ma ki aussi wala yalla these people are fool but they are very wise fool very wise fools ntela gero to lamde
Okay.
my own person wala ñindi ko number 1 to ngala ne Gambia no be daw darandi this is very common allo hada ba ngoy in general la kono ka batande Lati ko bring bamba da ma poto ma be la re bilisa ko malo e benda la mo da mel ba ko bari jam yela ba tura wala hada ba de ko no nga wala kan jo yande ni aje kabirin the other legislative or ye 10,000 brown envelope ye sang ya korea yalo ni mo sang kodola akake jo nil ngolungo ndabe men sotla mbuka doma muka fola barinka nete e kadi na wato wa to nyaabe to nyaato nte o fono le but hanni ko e wure podi mbafle ne how high you understand so yeah coming even this simple civil servant on media longo they are having low salary but ala be all fanable still so but come on 30% increase no men ni ake mele ba understand wala ñu ne itan oh yes yeñu la jola fa. But what they failed to understood is if 30% of men lafa la jo kam. From that 30%, fengol fanala da increase the nyalo 30% of mamfuta. The increasement of the basic commodities are higher than the 30% increasement of their salaries. So it means that it is one step forward and two steps backward. So 30% of me yala and a salary come. So bari tolla 30% women be tolta kan way tolta sambala higher. So I bet will say who for barin tolta na mira lota la fatal but in a real sense a talata. No talata mo say na abande bule he abedable. Ndala dimbal be sogoro mbale be mendo. Nenda re anna wato wareka man bodo dinna. Adi even for a son campaign yalo meaning you most if have these dictators or morals they are fools but very wise will may along they always calculate their steps very good so the way okay I don't carte follow kana the mon ninga wala kete mo be batala bata sembo be nyagile kan ning bata sembo jete kan ko do ben to mel bulu ite fore ya kala mbela fore ya sanna ni yela fore ya sang be soto nola inte ngaje ya
wala political propaganda lo but at the end of the day Gambian will beto nyajele fongone wala sabu ben nanam solo kuma la njane ben bel wada dar wala na ka funtu ni mule nyoto fananda capitalize la wala kamba wala mto nyari sai we just have to make sure that information o kana hidden ka surface information o di bada be duma nyame go muka di so dole be balanda wala ngana resono nyi muda nga saved hansa like is a thing yala question of post honorable ka.
Okay. So, Honorable, the question of the killer mentioned about this, I think, biometric birth certificate and is it health insurance card? Main ebafo, or ya propose, or pareta main killer, or main taker. Yalong, for me, it's very, very scary. Not update what I call on part 1 and 2. Mojamal Biji, whatever update on your language. Because may end the way, well, I mean, according to our own constitution, Lunta Molunkade Dakela Kategoda. Momo Kaito Soto Silola, ila right lem, ila constitutional, civil, and democratic right lem Puria Kato. But Meli Alonque Lasso, man Silo Kendo Soto Basso to Mola Nyame. said new walling in birth certificate, biometric birth certificate, and this health insurance. Now, question for us. Question number one: are they two different? How to call it? Cards. It may be a fire in the bank, birth certificate by a fire in the bank, and health insurance members card in Fanabaka. Or it may be one card let me along whatever you'll be represent. Ning I either one or two, but why now the timing? Why now at this moment? Because same thing, Gambian we have having a lot of problems, Nyanta medical, and those are the things may along they should be prioritized. We have to put things in a priority. But talking on Ning Ayatare Tulhakloni Nyabedula to me along is different from the national development the mass is crying for. Nagel float Bekere. We are starving in the country. Nimma mo fe Mantonia. The basic normal salary Gambia kon. Wole anim era malsodo. Pade menka kenye. Multiply by 30 jumala salary basi no le maki. Ni mele along any base one. Ila kalandingo la school kwenkulo manna. Domorol manna. Hanni to the lotano even place and place a quick or ta pharmacy. Do you know many people are dying? Because in the kebab koto member content misalo of a math or a banka misalo di. Intending that the baby swoop, or mention the man or a maso. Well, like hand in the sasa. Instead of loptano, the wakil, Mbenjara la kodomen, not dimbali you become I prefer. Otonting a far, but not dimbali, surviving of what you want. So in Simfanjara men and all big. Nimbe pull economy along a pressure on the Molaka. But I might come and go double from but health like any thank you. Gambia everything is going bad. Whether we know it or not, whether we agree it or not, Gambia is a failed state already. It is already a failed state. So why at this time? Because if a million will be telling you why can they use that million, for example, yet have fertilizers and Jamalo? Because Jamano be kala kumo from Mina to Fanal. Ye what sort of Jamala for Jambando la Caro, Molekana head for the why can they use that money for fertilizer? Why can they put that money for other health problems? For example, Nita Joram instead of Molekata dialysis Dakar. Yo Joram say Okoro Layana Nanya. Yamano says so Nasia, Wallam Domoro la Carol, what's it? But Munati Takino. And number two, Ning Ate Bakela one cutlet. That is much more scary. Because name one at a health card inside. It means allow health card and a birth certificate of all of them. But Momo Pema Wuluban coming come. There is no single constitutional right here so to put over birth certificate. Even near nationality, it has every document. You have right to have all kind of documents if you naturalize. But the birth certificate, you are only entitled to have the birth certificate of a country when you are a real born citizen of that country. But why go on birth certificate also? This is my problem. And the birth certificate, Momo also hadn't been at the birth certificate. But this is my problem. This is my question. Why the timing at the moment? And why national ning na be kala fama nyan kana tu national assembly ba ning ata nyanta na lawol national assembly alto nastan mo monati ngi poko. Thank you.
Yo, thank you very much, Nkoto. Thank you, Mr. Danso. Ngala kumama. Okay, I was not in the last legislature actually, but a bill came before them about this health insurance. These all go down to the type of constitution we have, and the qualities of how do you become a citizen, which is already in that constitution. It's already there, on temper. Okay, a national health insurance scheme was passed by the last legislature. For me, the lacuna there was the criteria to get it, which was not discussed. But if you ask me also, hence the constitution has given a threshold on how one can become a citizen of a country. So the health insurance is there for the citizens. So at the end of the day, authorities will go back to what is in the constitution. We have a constitution. What are the thresholds or the steps to follow to become a citizen of this country? If it is in the constitution, also the National Assembly at this time cannot do anything about it. The authorities must go back to the constitution. The only thing the National Assembly can do is to change, is to amend the threshold to be a citizen of this country. If that is there unamended, if that is there untempered, if that is there unchanged, so therefore the authorities must be committed to those provisions they recall. So this is what is happening. Okay, so you must have in order to get your birth certificate or your health insurance, you must get a birth certificate, alkalo attestation also. These are very weak criteria or threshold to have that national insurance. So the only thing that the National Assembly can do is to change how to become a citizen of this country and remove those alkalo attestation, those birth registration, etc., etc. In as much as those things are there, then anybody who is naturalized by way of the constitutional provision, you are entitled to this health insurance. If you have the alkalo attestation, you are entitled to this health insurance. If you have the birth certificate, you are entitled to this attestation, this health insurance rather. So at the time, National Assembly is on recess. We have not been going to work for the past 3 weeks. Do you understand? Very recessly, we are, you will call it LIFO. That's Assembly LIFO assigned. There is no activity going as far as the National Assembly office schedule is concerned. So the only thing the National Assembly can do is to go by, after the recess. We either amend those provisions, those thresholds on how to become the citizen of this country. That is naturalization, birth certificate, alkalo attestation, blah 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 blah, those kind of things. Until those things are still there untempered, you are entitled to get this insurance, right led, or constitutional right led. So Gambia on ngenta men for the National Assembly member sorry ko alta ali muru alla constitutional do ali o provisional fali men yalonko. It becomes so cheap to be a citizen of this country. It becomes so cheap to have the papers of this country. So this is what Lamin Sadam Sanyang and Mr. Danso and any other body should, any other person should call your National Assembly members. Almuru wa constitutional kamba, wa constitutional me alonko, and to banko kaito and ngol kaso very cheaply, which is not happening in any part of the world. So in as much as that is their right to get the health insurance. No doubt about that.
So Mr. Sanyang, in other words, what you so saying health insurance so it's like it's the same card you use now, for instance, voters card in the next coming elections or any other elections in the Gambia. Since you got cutting through birth certificates and other documents.
That is it is not a criteria in the constitution or in the election act to get the board signed also because logically in Yajibe you are only entitled to health insurance near this other national document sort of. So maybe in the future also they can say okay, it's a health insurance use knowledge as a way of getting a voter's card. It's possible. I'm not ruling it out because near health insurance near the other national identity sort of what can lead to get the health insurance. So now if you get the health insurance by way of acquiring those other documents, so also the authorities can also come and say, okay, now you go to the go and register your voter's card by way of tendering only your health insurance. It's possible. I'm not ruling it out. It's possible until such a time that the National Assembly act needful and do the needful.
This is going to be interesting. I mean,
very interesting.
It will be a matter of time, but it is only going to make sense. And then, more conclusion, okay, no, at least or presumption, okay, no, it is going to be an eligible document, promo your voters card, sort of, because it is advanced than the birth certificate at this point. Since you get to be combined document, sort of. One can definitely say that. Ngoto Sadam more benji role. Iko yela camera ni rotate bang ngamere upside down talo lanto. A freestyle ngamere ngoto be tarlan na ngoto be tarla ada mol. Yalo ngoto ni ada mo ko farano. Yes. So Mr. Sanyang ngoto fela gita na ngalong kabe murla na sign. Mr. Sanyang, this is very worrisome. Mulbe nyatli kan katre fayolella. Bitum malong nying ko nyi beta kula nyari la, but I believe ning fonko nyi yalata at the National Assembly. I'm sure there is going to be a lot of things many along ko ala do mube la damantoka. But for now, it is really worrisome because kunun ko ngamola makon moile reaction fundita nanne sukura mafola. With a very worrisome audios men kaitandiko sukuta ibe new birth certificates walanto yes but new birth certificate when iba issue kam moli men yalon ko they are non Gambians audio bonanang me yalon ka circulate WhatsApp group ni kono. I'm sure it's all going to go to this health insurance stuffs. So but in the work when you den kala back wol kono for the sake of consistency and in fact manya naka dinka wol back wol kono back ngoto malon fo ye honorable Sanyang na fonko mo ko reaction mo ile ay la question me jari.
No, to be candid, Mama, because I have too much of disturbance. Even call na telephone or anybody call. Can't call the telephone or can be you make an live. No more like you call and I can't be you. And you know that he is on live. You cannot understand that. And there is
iba ko okay mala lalo binga mo ila beto nyekang kasala live program mo ngai fenna fo ngai ko ako badi ko lata mo gabe ngai lamin Sadam Sanyang mo nyen nakaw approve follow janning albo wala ako mo din follow let so
di mala wala
lalo jede
Canada yalo abe dal because mbar ndingol babu wala kan dani ala koto
okay, so malam for you honorable reaction mo ila ba?
No, really, I was offline because no telephone all come and call me and do that and go fetch I'm but and I'm very
I meant for I samu dala nga be surprise like ni ning health insurance so ni jibe kaydol men ka imari nya naka kaydol men stop bolel be kala kaydol di kaydol men yalon ko birth certificate bo bolel ko ID card bo bolel ko yalla ñu banko kaydol len and ni kaydi kilo mo nga bolel use pour nga voter card ni stop so
yes.
Indirectly ni momo ni health insurance card ni stop imari be voters card sotlano in any other elections maybe na Gambia banko since it is also it is even more advanced than the other national documents since what we are combination card yatela right so Mr. Sanyang you will summarize but sadly at the fanata for no for abuse la no le I voters card ni so because among tara election act ni kono for now election act we made and the wolo ni to ko mari nya naka birth certificate so alkalola attestation o walando passport o walando ID card so ni no man traje follow so but I made and the wolo ni we see malong abekala nyari le but it is something me along one can assume that is after use no le as an eligible document and pre mari voters card ni so Gambia bankoka which I will definitely
and the second question was, are they get one card with the bank or is it a double card?
Okay, Mr. Sanyang,
no. These are separate cards. You will have your health insurance. You will have your passport. You have everything. But my fear is all of these cards might end up giving Gambian your identity. Yung card or card. National dam yung card or card. Ayela Gambian Gambia dia sabatindile. The passport free asking no ita bank by way of transaction the health insurance because you will be any ajibe eka birth certificate la so alkalo attestation kan kaito be so so men they say nyin kaito killing da asela Gambian ya sabatindi no that's my fear if the law is nin law ni man fali nyin kaito ya se mola Gambian ya etimandi no
wala mon defana fear because back come nga from birth certificate oji
that's my fear.
Naturalized.
So for National Assembly, let's say.
Yeah, imagine about certificate on definitely.
So, Mr. Sanyang, what can the National Assembly do now?
So, sir, what am I wrong? National Assembly make no sign thing. The requirement, the threshold. Kabanku din kaito soto will be falling. Nico naturalization 7 years. We can say now we go to 10 or 15 years. You have to stay in the country for at least a period of 10 to have it. Because I near Gibe and also by way of this people will marry Gambian women just to make sure you are married for certain period of time and so that you are entitled to this document. What threshold can be raised? So one thing that should be out of the requirement, nyanta member in a banko dinkaiti kasoto wala min alkalo attestation.
That's right.
Ning alkal kundambale be banko kan alkalo me banko kan men ko wala fa man ke Gambia not. Alkalo be banko kan men ko wala man ke Gambia no. So ndebe nyina fo la Gambia no le ko momo yele banko kanu. Fobe UDP fobe APRC fobe party. And that men frankata media to fobe APRC fobe UDP fobe party. Alia fale National Assembly member solo o part me alon ko alkalol ka kaito di molla to bab sati attestation mo bondi loi kono o kana ke loi in this country anymore because alkalol be bago ka men alon ko more suspect wol Gambian at wo mu kulet me alon ko wo nyenta bola mola loi kono. So that's the only thing the National Assembly can do to remove those requirements to be the citizen of this country or to become the citizen of this country. If those requirements are pulled down, or if those requirements are pegged at a reasonable threshold, then will be Gambia or Marco because now population of is exploding. Momo na dem banko kareke idunta alkal kunte.
Mr. Honorable Sanyang Honorable Sanyan ala interno be play kan ngoto Honorable Sanyan be damen to I have a nganyinin kari fanka bal soto ko mbayinin kala damen to fola but ngalon ka sekena be murla nan e be moy kan wala mo nyenti yalon be nyin alkalo ko nyen la ko fokan to yalon Gambia alkalo be je men yalon ko wulbe dan tamina biya la julola if mo sa fay di tamina biya la julola
exactly.
So but saying ngaji ko mun ko saying I fungo dati with the local government minister of local government e kamol la alkalol bondi ye moke je do lafta menna and nada understand ko mun ko in the constitution president was say alkalo tanore but there is no clause in the constitution walanto local government act me say tan ko government president walanto minister of local government is alkalo bahinole kumungo malon fay ka family ya kumba gete la keskete nyame this nominated National Assembly members ko president ye sembo so le constitutional power so le pour ay National Assembly lul pombo ko de but yagila wodi same loi ni wona ta president woni am aya sembo nyum kuntu ka ate baylano
asi bayno
ha bari ya kumbala kesi wo bayle ya kumbala kesi
asi bayno le janni te kalen
okay but what matter like what matter la como que la nomination no vota fole nomination ça mon confirm
la eta I nominate letter of appointment is already
yes
you nominate the 12 National Assembly member
okay so ça a okay
janni ke kalende to office asi bayno but dimaye kalende bayo tolte bayno la but they are colleagues
okay
it is necessary loi le tinya ofana there are certain criteria many along ko nyanta wala follow up la due process ni pour que bonde
okay
but janna na momo to mo nyanna ke kalende atel la sembo be kam but di moy kaleta foka ba ate he or she name president has no authority or that's the pour que to mari by kotak
wala mo follow up question oti lafta ka honorable nyinen kamenna as the National Assembly members ka private below ni muda ka samba at the National Assembly pour ka yek mun ko nying sefol mi ko president ke mo la sefol bay president be mo la alkalor bay la ye for possibility be yela bay to se private below ni mo se private below ni sponsor no le ka je ko mun ko president mo kana National Assembly safe bay no kana alkal bay no kana alkal bay no kana safe bay no
at this point in time tell me bill fula beje wol nyanta sponsor la by any means necessary really
definitely
it can be for the and public in full wol mon de big concern that and ngaji wol be nyanta la a ko si bonne no je nyam
okay jiber lalu albar hako bay lanje do mande honorable be na ko dole sign them from another but internet on in Gambia mukaje muka moy fana honorable Sanyang malam feka moy la
yeah
okay honorable Sanyang mantra mol moy kan
termina dia yala mol kumanda ko abe online dal taji ala
yala honorable Sanyang wala hedeg la design de honorable Sanyang wala ila hedeg la ngalo ko honorable Sanyang naning majang ko wodol ben daje maka o kala
majang ko barne
yes ning man song ngamira be second option on message I will have to call honorable Sanyang on WhatsApp now connect through Bluetooth Moriam.
Yeah, I think it's better you do that.
Aha, very good. Even more can yes, very good, perfect. Okay, hello, honorable Sanyang more can say honorable Sanyang nin karo dol so yang atare jita. Because ye eladia mokono na long ko.
Let me try to reconnect, please.
Okay, yes, try that. I try your footing completely using the same link. Okay, I don't know how to sign kick out. I don't know. Okay. Atol men be jiberola alal hako bendinge kachabe diarine barala diabe tambila nyinale ninga bota alawala honorable Sanyang binala mo jamalle be yebini alon ko this question ning has been the issue may mo jama jakale and then people are interested to know this wolo nyinti ko munebe kela ka je ko mo ko nyinku sivalier bodina banko ka president kaloka alkalol bay alkalol min yalon ko ayalon ko ite sonna ka kukae me yalon ka ning gambia la constitutional manta wala to andi mo la norms and values manta wala nyindi ko moma yalon ko be balanama pour ka luntam lo register wala pour ka mo la sate wol jakaso ni dem se folti abeta bayral ni mo alkalolti me yalon ko ite sonnama ka je ko ay kuke wala nyindi ko misal fe ka luntam lo register pour ni kamala ko karte fe wala ko ni dem alkalolti me yalon ko balanta wala ibeta bayral comme ko ja jamalati amo be nyame nin karte fayo keda momo yalon ko mo sefo di ko ila tundo kan APRC ma winde ya jame will just come and then sack you from your position. These are the traditional leaders nyinu leaders so leti men yalon ko they are very important in our society sign namu drong nyilu ko mo feata few people sefo dandang alkal dandang wala ya sabu fo sefo ni alkalol ko be feaka domande unfortunately but before nin ko yakata tundol kam let's say ndola kiyo west nin ko yakata ge sati kilin kono me alon ko mola family ni family le kuyara kuya se serious nyawnya ni nyama alkalo la kasiti ma kuya ni ya bang ke mo kada police ni kuyara la fawo jabida fa fata to a point atambi alkalo fana ko ngolale e mo kada police han sign alkalo be ko nyul mo mutala ay samon sefo samono kina nyunia yiti dangu sefo ma yew ko ni ya diamu ya bang these people are quite important in the society in our communities. But unfortunately today, they are using them as political tools. Alkalo ni sefo ibe use kan ko political tools. Nimmem balantarek yete bay. So wala sabi ka sefo je kadum politiko kono openly. Ya alkalo je kadum politiko kono openly. But at the end of the day, membi na kala yes ko kaman.
Yes ndeke moy.
Yes. So at the end of the day, membi na kela wolo nyinti ko sate wolo choko wolo be duna sate wolo kono kuyabe kela. For example, membe ke kam kasa kunda de mbin koto. Yalon kasa kunda bi. Nin kasa kunda ko lote ko nyin alkalo me yalon ko ya imposi kam. Kasa kunda ko de sonna wala kumama. Ko ite dan kulala. Yalon problem mo fela na, right? And people have the right to do that. Ite la na mo jola ya misal fe bolo fola. Wala to ite dan kulama. Na order mendi da fankala. So government at the end of the day it in a semester le benyi jong to control la nyameng na manke ka kunyi ka polarize because it bina parallel kila ge parallel na ye ke bad lipa ye model lipa kueta I polarize to a point that abetabelo government from la symbol la wala la fero la puka je ko kanyi problem mo ka solve no so then number futala obedo wala sabu I want to ask honorable Sanyang for private bill ni ta pass la no kaje ko kanyi ko ni ka mitigate president kana sefo bayno president kana alkalo bayno.
Wala president sembo fongole tala.
Exactly. And
power si wala diala.
Exactly.
Nsafo ya jame time too much of power they are fun. So new power so this so-called executive orders will be the one yang terminated completely. Because new world manke abe model murundi kang mboto diamond. Because it is very sad to say it, but as far as I am concerned, we are having dictator in making. That's not true. We are already having a dictator. Yeah, it's a dictator. But Nimbe Tamnabia is a dictator. But Nimbe Tamnabia blame. Insa blame I can, but I don't form blame. Because to me, as far as I am concerned, if you against the way Yaya Jammeh's way of ruling, your against for all these years, and now you are supporting Tamina BI, you either, number one, be a hypocrite, number two, or a liar, and number three, or both. Because I will give you classical examples by Jani Honorable Bina normal Kachakro. May yati nganyuf. Because Niko ye ya kong, yala man say kong, another tamandrinya. So what all come ye o kon yina kama. Momo nata din salamle o sifa Kenyan do konna. Ninke kendo nata o sifa Kenyan do konna. Amanjere sanam ko eke kendo ko but tamandrinya yanta wala konna. But ya la tamandrinya ite ko yo kong you agency come and better. But say nintamina biya nato often there is almost no difference. Because I'll give you classical example whereby there is no single difference between the two. Because as far as I'm concerned, the only difference between these two is the uniform and Kalashnikovs, AK-47. That's all. Because number one, he is not a politician.
Right.
And after transition, he's going back to barracks. He is not a politician. Another after transition is going back to the business. What is different there? Hanife. Number two, Yaya Nakuto, he was hiring a private jet, Purkata Mitundula. Tamina Bianara was hiring private jets, Kata Mitundula. What is different there?
Hanife.
Number three, Yaya Tata Alfal Noma, I found it. I am more willing to Tata Alfal Noma Kapuru some pre Munata Kak, Kaman in Pry Low.
Right.
And Tamnabia did the same thing. No different. Number four, Yaya Nata July 22nd movement. I call it Green Boys. Tamnabia Nata Akobaro Youth Movement.
Okay.
Another Kobaro Youth Movement. But Birimole Yaya Chocho, I have only Green Boys, I have some July 22nd movement.
Boys.
And Biringa Taminabia Fana Chocho, I have only Baro Youth Movement, I have some Baro Youth Movement for national development. So in ways you Fana, I see no different there also.
Me kuto fangol ka hole mandingol ka hole nyona jio ita hola ko yimoka nyodo mo bari ya fa jindi jio mon kono de e ka o men
abanda. So Nyimbe Kerim Yaya was using securities against the citizen for his own political gain. Tamina Bia is doing the same thing.
Yeah, nyim violation of men baby cake and for example nyika sa kunda fon ko kam fon ndeng. The last result, member tell the government block no. Well, to send security officers to some of these villages. Prove that Kafo Komonka be blood stabilized when they are even polarizing the situation more and more.
Yeah, I was using ministers, governors, and chief alcalos for his political gain. Tamina Bia is using the same thing. Yeah, I'm after Janaramuso Ulute Kosena Sumajame Foundation. Tamina Bia Lamuso Nate Kufat Barbaro Foundation. You can name them. I can give this kind of example up to 50. Many along go the same. So ntolwe okondem la yaya la wato do nyadil and temnabia is you doing the same thing and yet still nkonkata sobol. Then you either be a hypocrite or a liar or both. And a hypocrite in a sense that yemen tonya fani andi kurumbi ko kana otonya and what a keno la Clint. You are a liar in a sense that kunika men for more than your money or a bini ajebe yelamata water fani akula. But honorable not under like and go back now.
Honorable more button draw legend because
I'm seriously disconnected. I'm seriously disconnected. I think the quality of my network is
Tamnabi alakwela network omul.
Malong fakam. Honorable malong febe mol moy kané.
Yalla be mankil akut ate drop rek ya call WhatsApp la tende wol
yeah akamunda nenga kuntu batanga jibe honorable sanya ni kam moy atraye drop yena nam bate ila audio 500 ila audio man now honorable goto malam fo sa text no WhatsApp ba ya fay kay funting ay nanam ku kawa na la fam ko bato yalom honorable molbe la fere bagare pour ka fam leje. So as a keno ning nara fomba kola ay namane. Bari ngulu alal hako be ninya bake Gambia la kolom. This is another reason me along anyan naka mobile encourage pour ka je ko adam baro la masa kunda bondije. Ni Africa jibe Gambia la internet wala expensive to Africa blabet. Even Senegal. I mean according to many experience in soto ye comparison on ke Gambia and Senegal temo. Eka internet may use no Senegal in 1 week. Like ila costing eka may spend internet or come to Senegal in 1 week. Woman fancy. But Gambia Antolka may use 1 month or kono. Eka kodo menjo puri data nyefon no fangway. For example, you have to pay minimum of 3,200 puri bundle kendo you sort of know. Wofana fon katula tala. Secondly, malum pura phone be munela Gambia because we internet phone ka dasa 1 week service provider ke text SMS o like itan dila ko ela phone ko nyibandale ning hane ata nko unlimited long unlimited mean that ya jole prepaid ya jole janni ka use but he get text janni lokung clean so ye pour la month nye expire e get text ka itan dila ko mo internet o nyibandale and it is prepaid so no problem mo ko nyang ya gele battery kam pour ning honorable ka cha. But I hear disadvantage ninjela ngina sa waka kole abaka le purunga na more sambaluna sometimes niye kacha no kola ftala nyame either internet do be disrupt la wala to kuramo yefai internet do le bita wala to kuramo ita gale ko albanko di dollar tata dendi ya alman neman ka fro kala ako nyinda banko sambala no albanko di ba usienu la banko samba ngalo say mo be blow podi dikam mo bebe blow podi dikam say ningalo di jamba tambita la say nkanyine fo no December time ali ngam mira ba wato be sodla la ban fomba fala ba ninga long ngakenete but be ba kono be ngalon ne let's make the right choice well be unfortunately wato mol man na ko mo baake majele be ba fo ko ninga long December nga right choice nyike but am kana no say ngay mom be men kala ba bulo na semul katila folo jannim be afu mo dala ngasiti wala nyiki ko ngabali ali abal député wala nyame ni chairman election o nyimmen kana ni ngablo na simu bekari wala nyinde ko ngabal mayol ni chairman o bela kew ni bedi opposition wala UDP o sembe di adu manne honorable should be fine honorable mala fe ngam
Mama Kanda, I was disconnected none do ko quality is very poor yalo be mo nyumbanko nyo obe mo nyumbanko la problem mod like the communication system is not like 21st century banku dimol ka bata men ke banku dimol ka bata men ke network ko kora molbe borom ndambe do kono be e beta yirol koto kan network ko nyini 21st century but bu ko bora kan network ko nyini moko bor yiro akadu yiro ko kan network ko nyaka nkata janal
Ngo ngaji ko bari ko lo do fa.
Bar mo ito kasala irosan.
Ito kasala irosan to. Honorable ndel la fata mi.
Wala ba jan. Paman defa dama din ko besel na. Paman defa dama din mina sala na ka ground sant dama din.
Honorable Sanyang, ndel la fata mi. Lafta ka dama ni ka wala mi ndi. Malam fay kam gale lagi. Malam fay kam.
Ndabe moy kan mbe moy kan. Ndabe moy kan. Na?
Ila background is very noisy.
Ndaba moy kan, mbar moy kan.
Baram tol ke la background.
Mohamed sumole. Ni fan. Ndaba moy kan. Hello. Ndaba moy kan, mbar moy kan.
Ete kan tol moy baram tol ke la background o do na moy.
Mbar moy kan ne?
Okay, saya baru dengar question ni, most probably abah mo ilan no. Honorable, lafta ka damen yinin ka. Lafta ka damen yinin ka. Womo constitutional modality, and I want you to ya kwedi mo mabaw constitutional ni ate foise ke adoku lati wala no foise karane pour ya faham no. Ning alkalol meni alon president be bay kanten sign dengan C4. Ngalong ko alkalo like president ka ay semboso dole pulu ka alkalo ta ko di ani C4. But in the constitution is there any clause may I can di komong the same president asin yung bay no ila do ko wala.
Hello?
Yes, malam fay kam mo ilan.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Danso. Never ko break and sign.
Yes, but I'm getting you clearly. Malum fete kamoy.
Nko never ko break and sign. Te kamoy.
Te kamoy. Very.
Yo, sign be moy kan sign.
Okay. So lafta ka.
Sign be moy kan.
Alkalol ni se follow president kan yimel benante. Nga understand ko na constitution ko no president.
Nko be moy kan sign.
Alkalol ta ani se. So malum for the same president, I semboso le pour ka ñu bayila do ko wala ba. Is there any phrase in our constitution or a clause may I indicate como the same president can ask us in front terminate move from their positions, just like Yakumbala case Ketenyame.
Yeah, absolutely. What a nearby position. It all boils down to the type of constitution I mentioned to sign that has mandated or empowered the president and the minister. In fact, I'll call for president and president Madakero, even how do I call it, a minister. So Dolbondi Nolafa, by just by way of simple recommendation. So for National Assembly, it's a constitutional revise. Na president Sembo Tala Onga moderate. Ekamwe.
Kemole, very clear, very clear.
Hello?
Kemole, very clear.
Mr. Danso Ngoro.
Network.
Hello?
Honorable.
Pernah Honorable call.
Hello?
Honorable
call line on la
no me te bala ko se internet ko nyame jani mballa sobe it's like I'm interrupting or distracting you so albukante moy ala audience will lori.
Okay, be menkela viewers ala hakko
mar ndengal bula follow after nga ni net ko better and said yam
problem
because no mbal distract nda
no
problem be
net ko is very very poor
na
te jita rek ya call direct
problem tige ngoto ngala mbe wala kala wallanto c'est honorable call
akol sa jannabe lando sikala rek
jannabe lando sikala okay tammi non ko mbafale ne after nin programme o bada saman sa call na e pre-recorded interview ke nim pareta interview ni nga record nim pareta den nga namu nga combine yo kan nga upload.
That's also possible.
Yes, nga mera wala be sonia la sake WhatsApp call ninte ba combine nga combine in the video format. Nga mera is going to be all the same. Yes. So, but honorable bedamento fo kanten ngoto je kuma baral wala sa bumbe mo la kanne be ni jongo do senen la prouba jala ko nga funte dinam ni ayata no ka be jaralale belong I mean fombe dunna dumala ba nga funte ka sando but first a private bill sponsor this time around kaje ko mo ko dol bege wala stop because we cannot sit down. Opposition or some of these things are happening in the Gambia. Every single village. Me along ko president o hani next election wala na banganyeje. Abo abe bayra men diata ya bola kala ndakuno la noje. Honorable Kamafo, that is a shame that honey minister as a alkalo bondinole. Simple recommendation. That is a
Very
shame.
sad and pathetic.
Yeah, that is a shame because these are the traditional leaders. Many along ko kamola value in the muta ya cohesion on India. President Obo Bondi Lanyadila, and then most of these positions, these are constituted with our tradition. Na traditional value la meka ko dala je memu wolle ni nden mo alkalot e ko dala je ni nden mo safehold bari te na ye ko yedu ko da ko do yente bondi ya dindo ko mala bakli fakli. What do you expect? Iben karaka nyokan ne foi ben jankan. Iben karaka nyokan ne ban foi ben jankan.
This is what I was trying to give. These are the example I was giving. And that's how the Yaya Jammeh's way of ruling. It's the same thing. Yalam bri Yaya na wato men Yaya besel lungomen. Beta lungomen. Dire ekomike Yaya pirimpa.
Right.
Ani wo boro Yaya fengol chance. Yaya be borka wato men na la buko le jolon.
Okay.
Ala buko men jolon taji. I have to take this call. This emergency. Ndoma, is it Arman or Yediamanga emergency call from the hospital?
No problem, no problem, no problem.
I will be meeting.
No problem. So, bari ulu atol menu be jiwero la sainteng, kala bina la line o yalla sainteng. Koto be fenkala domanding, wo be tala, be line o yalla. Ni me left a call, you can call this line, you join program on intro. You can have your safe na. Felembe number pin WhatsApp number. It's a number call no WhatsApp number is a call no. You can call this number on WhatsApp, near connect. Be Parangana Modoing call Nandenu before Mo call la follow Janning force call and Binal. We join program. Say 2, let's say 3 minutes demo bela. Being a joint program a joint program motto. We can give 3 minutes to everybody. Milafaka joint program motto. Okay. Ngayon call force call ani. Ni call lanu kapag honorable sanya bediam kanu malafaka kachanying distraction. So saying baru no mari call follow janding call ado bina. You can I'll send you number call no WhatsApp. Ali contribute program motto. Maybe ni memang phone ni karo so different ni karo isa post nane. Ngaf nyame ni honorable sanya be pre-recorded interview ni kale dan sena amuta na upload page ni ndo. Okay. Benyin ko kan wala taman rasi kaka. So ada member jiwe rola aliya jela Gambia la problemo kam funante. Bar janning ko do binala benyin last topic oni yella. Ning honorable sanya nyana ka jeral. Bari ba defana perspective oni moy la ning nga call wato men na pour na interview ni laba. Wala mo nyim padi yam issue ni me anon ka be ke kan nante. Bakari Baji. Gambia. Bakari Baji Gambia to mando ngala ten today. Bakari Baji la faka kenu mayotin KMC. Nyana ni temenu KMC ko wali la mayoral position wata yadi Bakari Baji la. Bakari Baji ube KMC wati la la hajo. Goto.
Yes.
Goto ngano mbayelele nimbe ni karo so police commandro kenam ye contribute. While sintol benda discussion wala. Maybe dolce yin karo so no la faka même post honorable kan sa fait pour nina be na pre-recorded interview nyina nse o pusa kan na while sintol benda discussion wala. But ngato ko ele ko mo janne men keta badi block ti Bakari Baji. Okay. Kola natal.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Hello, assalamualaikum. Kekendo.
Waalaikumsalam. Sisa yara jadi kebe ebe live le.
Okay. Hambe live le. Okay, thank you very much. Mention of sweetheart kontona.
Sweetheart.
Madam Sanya, mbe
I love
kontona
you.
back, mbe honorable kontona. Yeah, I just got like 2 questions. So, honorable, concerning about the corruption that is taking place in Gambia, and in front of the level of crime, is too high to malong equal as a National Assembly level. And in fact, I got some audio talking about agriculture. I don't know whether it's EU or whatever company or from European, one of the companies, give them 40 million, is it dollars or euro or whatever. So they are not between the farmers. So I don't know how true that information is. No more honorable Dabo.
Okay, that is the
whether that is
the European Union national disaster together with the national disaster management
exactly.
Flood victims all in support. I think it's $225 million US. Is it US or Gambia? I'm not sure. But he already flood victims all in but
no, I think he's talking about this is about agriculture.
Okay.
This is $40,000 or euros.
Okay.
Talking about that and that interests me so much because Honorable Yaya is on the agriculture or whatever, the tax force. So maybe he would what is going on, he can investigate on that matter also because Gambia Bitakanyami is really, 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 really bad. And anything happen to wrong, MP blame most of the time. And it's really, really good. I am so proud and I'm so happy, that he came here and then talking about all what is going on in terms of Albania and Carol Minna. Maybe was all for control number play for, they are very, very, very dedicated to their platform, but we will come also tell them that I got an interview with Harley Pensuda, and then I would want to invite my sweetheart there also.
Okay.
I joined Mahna Twitter on Friday. Then we will share it. Yeah.
Inshallah, sweetheart,
back. So if Honorable is there, really, really want to question on meaning, I really want some answers, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sis. Abarakabake. Thank you so much. Honorable Bela ñu jabirale andum bina video ni post la. Sa internet do ma allow, but na be interview tenten lale dan bina video ni mura nga upload page ni to yam. Yes. So ngoto ye jaray moyle ko ngam fo rek jaray ñi ngar fu ma background le ke jang ñi ngar fu la no sama be ñim post lo honorable kan pour ibaje lako honorable e jabiro ke ñame be ka fu la ñokan den nga post page ni to mo jamal be interesting pour ka ñi interview ni kalama bari han sa en jandin ko la do binan ko do ngatende Bakari Baich NPP yamere ñulten na banko wafina
banko ka waf ndo maning asa mamalu la mbenyin kala definition of banko waf. Okay.
Definition of banko waf nga ngamira mbama
ya jendo fa My question is, even doubt whether Gambia is a country of its own or a province is in Senegal. Nina Montela doubt side. Nina the way of governing. Senegal la kawan katama wala, number one. Number two, the way of security. Senegal la security in katama wala. Nko hanin tol fang la Gambia fang la kullo. Memu kullo tit kabona dunia e bantala. Aka follow Senegal le ya jube ni parede na amu afran nim tol fang. Because our internet, everything is come through Senegal. We are living in a modern world of technology. Do you think and would you believe And I don't believe that Gambia information will be now through internet or everything can through Senegal. Senegal is a castle, a yabla. Whereas now, well, probably to look at a multi-million to Los Union. And Melialonco, normally, Kela Molukin and Gambia. La Kuloto, police information on Suna. They are spies. Purkana come information on Takasama Senegal. So say live on the internet or everything can through Senegal. Do you think that they will just live like that and ignore it? I don't think so.
Yes.
So ni be ke kan everything Senegal. Adi be hanin na Gambia dingol fo be am ko be abroad. Hanin na poro to all all the companies. Abe juma nyol la kafe. Ni aje na juruburu ya soro. Ima soro nyinga ne aje o tax jaw la kan. Pour na everything Senegal and Senegal ko say wol be ke.
Ya wala mo ko do yalo say wala be ke information warfare. I come for the espionage. Yalo say wala be ke. So definitely that's true. Yalong 2018. Yes, 2018. Yalong nanaka special program mo kinyinale ko. Adama Barrow left Gambia la internet system mo. Mang na main communication system mo. Even government can depend man kan. Ka di Senegal company le kamong fonong ICAF. Ning school la UDP TV media. Trust me, you will see this 2018. But what I am if punti tabantale ya deny. But dol nga lo no mo authentic information la soto.
Very authentic one, in fact.
Yes, ICAF mu Senegal company let me along ko wala ñan naka Gambia la internet fanko ñu be supply. So woldum ke la supply Kenya dile wala ka lolé kota di Gambia be la misal fi ba fa ko Gambia this month bringing number of internet le dire la gigabyte le dire or terabyte le dire la. Wala ka specific le so ni Gambia masakunda e wasam sign. Ika wala tala service provider sol tema na ten sign service provider sol fana be la partner sanje ya tele tema ni wo gigabyte or terabyte whatever ni wo banta hanni ada no ko karo manfa service provider sol fana muneke wot molam kuriya kana ibe molla bitrate ni mutala ya tala ni la speed nyan nakatala let's say 2 megabits per second yake 0.1 megabits per second audio kilo ko isa load le ko ita banano dango rek internet o the name of having internet woitara ge fukaro do fala wato men jandi be di order wanu
very good
ni ne be ke Gambia ni Senegal temos Gambia la internet o be ka bon Senegal le masakunda kany yagele ngoto Gambia o kay mom sai ndeng moma sula baken to la ka je ko kanna like comme ko ningan na tulolo dolta alam alen tanka ngani masa sifa soto nyala because ni wokeda even Hakasol be Gambia falale. Yeah, because now communication movement wala mo internet. Internet ni ma si jo internet was ite you are not si jo ite kay mom ibela ribun kono le bari ite woni la wuto bebe bantale mo nyabe la.
Saibo.
So alama yina ke ay Gambia di Senegal la tenne.
This is why for the definition of wafil or Nico after Gambia wafil. All I think for ni mama mbejin ka. Iba wafil anyade because I wafi Senegal mal already.
No na wafro momenti for Senegalais binala member sabulare Adama Bello la fu nyako nga campagne o ke nyeba pour même pas replace la. Ko nga campagne o ke nye abadi Senegal ko lo Senegal ne Gambia be kilo de so nga vasa pour ay mako Senegal
ko pour ka campagne jemi
pour Adama Senegal ko pinpoint mole même bita kala NPP la next candidate presidential candidate ni ngade bobu la je
no problem no I'm quite about ya le candel la mama
No, but it's very annoying. Ngoto affiliate program ni saying afangara do manike honorable sanya but nga fo nyame we will pick it up from where we stop ni honorable sam nyanya be interviewing ba complete life. Yes, we can offer ankono gara ya fo ene ko we gonna have the mayor, the Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda.
Will I go Wednesday, Saturday? Friday, I don't think I'll be able to funk order because Friday, if things goes through, Friday I want to go to Germany. Saturday le ya sonkala kulio.
Okay. Abali ba futala junale? Iba futala junale. Hola ni jangan kaya mo futala junale and then you be free.
No, depends because nimmo lebe drive la. So ni mel dol bi ta jola wabi tala do ko na jita do ko la 5 o'clock ay na 6 o'clock o ko la ngana wuto. Andun kali yanen to be ngentem is almost 6 hours driving.
Ngado mo de makan jande fa so fo Musa Sedi brother Musa ko
Nko afay na skek de nori le ma fitano mbuga la safaro karam tele ngaji fa ma ya ndo mala safaro bare ngam fay alors figura Sidia Jata bela ko Adam Barrow astafurlah ako tamna biya ko e be gambe di podcast from German foi mamo eba aka nga mo le ngantulo la kasar ban defre rek ndo mala safaro ngaji la nga nyala kasar
Ngato so problem tije mbe menkela mbe madla dumale mbe nying aregla ku kala but we was all progal bonde ko pako ko me o ben suda ambassador la jana on Friday inshallah na wat alabala mbe flyer dal ba sambala na pejo to as be time mu jela gele ading date nying alba jela gele nying kamala pour kananam kam marathon inde ko ke bawo me o ben suda is success ni menke from 2017 to date it's just too much. So Dabe cover no, but specific, most important parts of that many along they are more recent developments I may achieve in KMC. Ngawol Sambana, probably Jaray Nakatarajan. I can do the interview with Mayo in English, but I cannot speak Wolof. So I am sure like people would like to understand more Mumfoka, more Belafla Kamoi, more Mumfoka. So I never translated to in one of these languages. So that's and then I think I will be telephone either in Mandinka or in Wolof. We carried the interview successfully, but it's going to be okay. We are going to do a very good interview here on
the problem is
yes. Okay, then Abanda. Abanda. Oh, we can even do this. We can do the interview in English, and then at the end of the interview, Jare will translate everything in Wolof. Then we move on. Ndolnga la Wolof version onying, nga audio nyimbe fenka, Mandinka version onying, nga audio nyimbe be jaka sila nyoka.
Okay, that's also.
Other video, 1 video, 2 video treated. Copy is okay now. Technology.
I'm not driving at that moment. I'll be joining.
Okay.
Because even on the German corner, I can use my internet. So
exactly. Okay. It's a more
okay, thank you very much. Mobile control la meltam program to Melbourne Jubekan. Hani mo Melbourne Tony campaign NPP la presidential candidate new candidate bebe control la betentla alla program oni an wakola mbe hak mobe hakodan la mwelalo. Ko program oni tata nyame mawulo nyam ko bare ya ala ya ko la nyame ndakuno la ro ni gambila ni popo ma so por si sa ke kendo ya fa nyame inshallah na be interview ginkelale ba commando la WhatsApp interview and that audio will be viral inshallah. So okamala mbafla be mo ala baraka ala ma suko be. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Thank you. Ngoro baraka bake. Bari ngul be albe kontona momo yalo ko be jibero la side Musa Sedi Musa program sa thank you Seku Dafe Lamin Swiss. Thank you Ismaila Job Moro Kamara Lamin Suwa Piade Fatu fana ko jambake Jalaman Job Yakuba Jame Yankuba Toure ni konton ba ke la tol min yalla kalbe jibero la Seni Fati Seni thank you for joining us Lamin Job. Yes, ala barka bake tol moti min yalla ko bal jekam from the comments ba tol ta jekan dem follow but they are very content na be hapoda na ko take interview ni. This was not the intention of ni natinga na jang marathon interview okay, and then for Honorable Sanyan pro kujama be jay bondi mole nyoto. But unfortunately, manna was sort of no, manna will do sort of no, internet la problem on your camera. So wala sabung ba try la be in the union ba complete la le ni Honorable Sanya be recorded interview ni kala le me along ko mina sambala nang post ala baraka wa ken do be contact na weekend ba alban na. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi